I'm 19.
That's it. You stay with me. I'm revoking your bond.
Make an exception to tell somebody to bring my grandma because she doesn't know how to drive, and I drove her up here.
Where's your grandmother?
She's up in Louis Belly. It's like a restaurant from here. I just left her parked there. She doesn't know how to drive.
You just left your grandma in the car?
Yeah, because I needed to get up here. She was my only way to get here.
Is she in approaching on the cafeteria, the GED that you wanted her program to get into? She's in the process of enrolling, which I probably not what court wanted to hear. But
Where's she? Come up, ma'am.
transportation and some living situation issues right now.
Let's find out. What are you doing with your life, ma'am?
What am I doing with my life? Right now, I'm currently getting stable at the house. I just recently moved house with my grandparents, but we switched locations from over there, Galleria, to over here, Aldine, Westfield.
Still living with your grandparents?
Yes, I'm the only one that lives with them. I'm the one that tries to help them out.
How old are they?
They are 65 and up.
I don't need help.
Are they ill?
My grandma is.
Hey, what do you do?
All right, guys, this isn't just another courtroom moment. This is a complete meltdown of responsibility. A 19-year-old stands in front of the judge, but what unfolds is far deeper than just a legal issue. It's about choices, bad ones, repeated again and again. She starts with a simple statement, almost casual. I'm 19, that's it. But what comes next shocks everyone. She drove her grandmother to court without even having a license. Let that sink in. No license, no insurance, no backup plan, and it only gets worse. Her grandmother left sitting in a parked car, confused, unable to drive. This isn't just reckless. This is chaos in real time, and the courtroom is about to explode.
System from when she was here, I don't see the date.
I mean, from August?
That's what, 60 days?
Really? Really?
Yes, sir.
I'm sending you for a drug and alcohol test right now, Ms. Capitio. What I seem to think is happening is that you're not doing anything but smoking weed and doing nothing.
That's not
And
right.
that's not gonna happen. Really? We'll see. I'm sending you for a drug test now. You must come right back and we'll see what happens. Hey, are you coming to hang out or what? Me too.
I'm done for the day. I'm about to go.
Now listen closely, and because this is where things spiral fast. The judge starts digging deeper, asking simple life questions. What are you doing with your life? And instead of solid answers, all he gets is instability. She admits she's not working anymore. Quit her job. Why? Because it was too far. No transportation, no plan. Just excuses stacking up one after another. She claims she's trying, says she has an interview coming up, but the damage is already done. The judge isn't buying it, and honestly neither would you, because from the outside it looks like a pattern, not progress. And in court, patterns matter more than promises.
You just left your grandma in the car?
Yeah, because I needed to get up here. She was my only way to get here.
Is she in a,
Does she have a license to drive? Do you even have a license to drive?
I don't, sir.
so your grandmother drove
It's
you
like
or you
one
drove
thing
her?
after the
I
other.
drove my grandma here.
Why'd you
I
bring
don't
her
have
here?
any transportation, sir. I had to
You can't drive if you ain't got a license and insurance.
I was trying to provoke this. I was not trying to get arrested, sir.
Everything we asked you to do, you did the exact opposite.
Sir, I was working on it. I just need you to help me with this.
And then comes the turning point. The moment everything shifts. A drug test. Simple, right? Wrong. She already knows what's coming. THC. That one word changes the entire energy of the courtroom. She tries to explain it away. Week says it's from the past, says she hasn't smoked recently. But here's the problem. The system doesn't run on maybe. It runs on results. And the judge sees right through it. In his eyes, this isn't just a failed test. It's a failed mindset, a refusal to take accountability. And just like that, the situation goes from bad to critical.
You're really in enough hot water as it is. Because the problem is your grandmother probably doesn't have that many resources as is. So who do you have now that's going to pony up $10,000 to get you out? You stuck like Chuck now for the next couple months in custody. All I asked you to do was be clean and do something productive.
I can
She goes with you. Well, hey, Mr. Slider, what was her last name?
Capitilla,
Capitilla, that's right.
Page 6.
page 6.
Not only that, she bond for.
Now things get intense. The judge revisits everything. No license, no job, failed conditions, missed court appearances. It's like a checklist of everything you're not supposed to do, and she's hit every single point. She tries to speak, tries to ask for one more chance. Just 1 week. But the courtroom energy has shifted. This is no longer about sympathy. This is about consequences. The judge makes it clear. Every instruction given to you, you did the opposite. That line hits hard because it's not emotional, it's factual. And facts don't bend for excuses.
Thank you, Judge.
You'll get that, Judge. You don't even smoke cigarettes.
Oh, hell no.
You'll get there.
Oh, I hope so. You know,
No doubt about it.
at
You
one-
don't smoke cigarettes to get there. Well, I take that back. My grandma didn't smoke neither, but he did. Good case you know.
I know people who smoke packs of unfiltered cigarettes that live to 90.
Yeah.
That's not much. You know, I wanted to let you know that I'm bringing you out here because I feel really bad.
All right, now we're entering the harsh reality phase. The judge starts talking about her future, and it's not looking good. He brings up bail. $10,000. Who's gonna pay that? Her grandparents? The same people she claims to be helping? It doesn't add up. And suddenly the truth becomes unavoidable. She's stuck, not just physically, but mentally, trapped in a cycle of poor decisions. And the judge knows it. He even questions whether letting her go would actually help, or just make things worse. Because sometimes freedom without discipline is the biggest trap of all.
If I let you go now, that's enabling you, telling you it's okay for you to continue to conduct and act like you're doing. Ms. Capetillo, it is not. Me, if I let you out now, it's enabling you, and I refuse to do that. I want you to understand that we mean business. And this is what happens when you don't follow conditions. We mean business. No catch and release here. Good.
This is where the tone turns brutally honest. The judge doesn't hold back anymore. He calls it exactly what it is: self-destruction. He tells her straight up, you are your own worst enemy. And that hits deeper than any punishment ever could. Because it's true, no one forced these decisions. No one pushed her into this situation. Every step, every mistake was her own. And now the system is stepping in, not to destroy her, but to stop her from destroying herself further. That's the part most people don't understand.
Because you will become unemployable. No one will hire you. You will be unable to get an apartment, a loan for anything, to get a car, a house, apartment. You want funding for financial aid for schooling for this, not with a theft conviction.
Understand that.
But I want you to understand that we mean business. And I hope that this is the length that we have to go to. All right. Okay. Thank you. Whoa, hold on. I need to decide this. One more thing. The most important thing in this life: do not drive without a license.
But wait, it gets even more serious. The judge drops a warning that could change her entire life. He tells her not to plead guilty just to get out faster, because a theft conviction, that's permanent damage. No jobs, no loans, no apartments, no future stability, just one decision, and doors start closing forever. This isn't just a courtroom anymore. This is a crossroads. One path leads to rebuilding, the other, long-term regret. And for the first time, you can feel the weight of reality hitting her.
Someone who's got like a BMW Jaguar, there, or even whatever it may be, they're out a ton of money, and it's not fair. All I'm trying to do is what's fair. All right, come on up here. We'll have you swear to this, and then we'll let you go. Good morning, Mr. Alexander. So you're charged with terroristic threat You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine.
And finally, the closing moment. The judge lays down one last rule. No driving without a license. Period. Not a suggestion. A legal promise. Break it, and she could face 180 days in jail every single time. He even paints a real-world scenario. What if she crashes into someone? What if damages pile up? What if lives are affected? Suddenly, this isn't just about her anymore. It's about everyone around her, and that's the final lesson. Life doesn't just punish bad choices, it multiplies their consequences. And as the courtroom settles, one thing becomes crystal clear. This wasn't just a hearing, this was a wake-up call.
And told his family about what happened. They went to look for the defendant and confronted him. The defendant reached into his waistband again, but the complainant's family was able to wrestle the gun away, which turned out to be a BB gun. The officers noted that the BB gun appeared to be very similar to a real gun in appearance.
Alexander, are you here with anyone today?
Sure.
Who are you here with? Go grab her, please. Go grab your mom.
Your mom?
Yes.
Come on up.
Come on up, Mom.
Good morning.
Hi. Thank you so much for coming.
No problem.
Did you hear everything that happened?
Some of it, I couldn't hear all of it.
Let's hear it again. Okay, do you mind, please?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thanks.
On September 23rd, officers were dispatched to 11910 Chapman Drive in Harris County, Texas. The complainant, the mother of the 13-year-old boy, told the officers that her son was riding down the street riding his bike when the son passed the defendant.
All right, guys, buckle up, because what you're about to see is not just a courtroom hearing. It's a ticking time bomb of attitude, ego, and consequences. An 18-year-old walks in, calm on the outside, but completely out of control on the inside. Charged with a terroristic threat. Yeah, not a small mistake. This is serious. Up to 6 months in jail, thousands in fines, and a future hanging by a thread. But here's the twist. It all started with a kid on a bicycle. One moment on the street, one bad decision, and now everything is on the line. This is how fast life flips. 1 second, you're free. Next second, you're standing in front of a judge fighting for your future.
You're lucky they didn't, Mr. Alexander. How old are you, sir? You're 18. What do you do with yourself these days? Spit the gum out, man.
You chewing gum?
Your attitude toward me right now, Mr. Alexander, it really, really sucks. You have an air of arrogance on you. Either that or... Has he been with you all morning?
I'm sorry?
Has he been with you all morning?
Yes, yes.
If I drug test you right now, what's going to show up, Mr. Alexander? What's going to show up? I'm sending him for a drug and alcohol test right now. I'd like to know what, if anything, is in his system. We have to... I don't even know what to say, but all I know...
I mean, you brought me up here, so do I have permission to speak?
Absolutely.
Okay, so respectfully, I would submit that these are the alleged charges.
Now listen carefully, because this is where things turn dark. According to reports, this wasn't just an argument, this was intimidation. The boy rides past, words are exchanged, and suddenly a weapon is pulled. A gun, or at least something that looked exactly like one, pointed straight at a child, threats thrown like they mean nothing. Imagine that moment. Fear, panic, confusion. The family hears about it, and they don't stay silent. They confront him, and boom. Things escalate again. The weapon is grabbed, and only then does the truth come out. It's a BB gun. But here's the reality. In that moment, it might as well have been real.
The first time, and he doesn't have his attorney. He doesn't have an attorney yet, and this is a process that's foreign to him. So what I would implore from you is don't take his demeanor as disrespect. He is anxious. He's been anxious all morning. He has been with me all morning, and he doesn't really know what to say. So I understand that you're getting a first impression from him, but he is still a very young adult, and this is his first experience in a courtroom.
Right. I agree with you. Mr. Alexander, what you need to understand is that you're 18. You've got this bag of money on your neck, and this life is but a very, very short. Look at me. Look at me. This life is a very short one, and it can be a very happy life, or it can be a rotten, miserable existence of a life. What you do now will dictate the next 40 to 50 years of your life. You work hard now at 18 to 20 to 30 to maybe 40 so that you're not working like a dog when you're 70 to 80 and you can actually.
And just like that, we're inside the courtroom. The judge starts analyzing everything. Not just the case, but the person standing in front of him. First impressions, not good. The attitude, even worse. There's this visible arrogance, like he doesn't fully understand the situation he's in. Chewing gum, avoiding eye contact, giving off energy that screams, I don't care. And trust me, in a courtroom, that's the worst signal you can send, because judges don't just hear your words, they read your behavior. And right now, his behavior is digging him deeper into trouble.
I know you, Mr. Alexander. I want to know what's. Sorry?
Said 11th grade, Your
We said
Honor.
11th grade.
You need an education, Mr. Alexander. If you're going to do anything in this life, you need an education.
I got my education.
I want to do everything I can to help you out. Okay? I really do. If he's smoking weed, it stops today. Okay? I'm going to drug test him right now because I want to know what, if anything, is in his system. If he tests positive, then I'm going to test him again in 40 days, give or take. The marijuana stops now. And I want him to get back in school. He either needs to be in school full-time or get a full-time job so that he's not running in the streets. Mr. Alexander, I am also making it a condition of your bond that you're not allowed to have any kind of weapons whatsoever for any reason. I can give you a lawyer to try to help you out as much as I can, and I will waive all your fees so you won't be responsible for any cost for anything.
Thank you.
All I want is him to be as productive and as good of a person as he can be. And starting out with criminal cases at 18 and to where he can't even talk to me, we need to change that.
If I just make a comment about the bond conditions.
Sure, of course.
I called the complainant's mother in this case a few days ago and kind of spoke to her about what happened. And I learned that there is a history between.
All right, now it gets personal. The judge goes straight for the pressure point. What's in your system? Yeah, a drug test. No hesitation, no escape. Because when your actions already look reckless, any substance just makes it worse. The tension rises instantly. The silence hits harder than any answer. And at this point, it's not even about guilt or innocence. It's about control, or the lack of it. Because when you can't even control your habits, how are you supposed to control your future? That's the real question hanging in the air.
Bus stop, they used to come out of the same bus stop, the complainant and this defendant. The complainant is terrified of the defendant. We've asked for no contact. We've also asked for GPS monitoring because of that. They don't attend the same school, but they were stopping at the same bus stop. Now the complainant asks that his uncle walks into the school bus every day because he is so scared of the defendant. And as I think is mentioned in the PC statement, the complainant in this case is 13 years old.
Was there a police report filed for that incident?
There was. I have the incident number.
For that one you're referring to about the gun?
Yes, where the gun was stolen.
What happened? They didn't follow it up. They didn't call the police. They didn't, theft of a firearm is a very serious felony.
According to the complainant's mother, they filed a report. She provided me with an incident number.
How long ago was this?
This was she said July. It was in July. I can attempt to follow up with the responding agency. I'm not sure if it was the sheriff's office or not, but I mean, either way, there is like a history between these two families. And the complainant and his mother are both in fear of the defendant.
So, Mr. Alexander,
And then comes the lecture, but not the soft kind. This is raw, real, and brutally honest. The judge breaks it down. Life is short, and every move right now matters. What you do at 18, it defines the next 40 years. That's not motivation, that's reality hitting like a punch. He talks about work, discipline, education, because without those, you fall fast. And that's exactly what's happening here. Starting adulthood with criminal charges? That's not just a mistake. That's moving backwards before you even begin. And the judge makes it clear, this path leads nowhere good.
a protective order over this child, this other kid. You're not allowed to have contact with this person or go within 200 feet of where they live or where they work. Do you understand, sir? You're not allowed to be in possession of weapons. You're not allowed to have any kind of threatening or harassing behavior with this child. If they call back and they say that you have harassed them, then I will revoke the bond and I'm going to put you in jail. And I'm going to tell you now, I will not give you any more PR bonds. So all I'm asking you to do is stay away. No one is finding you guilty now. We're just asking that you guys separate and don't have any contact. That's it. I am going to put an ankle monitor so I know that you're not going anywhere near their house. But like I said, I'll cover the cost of anything, so it won't cost you guys anything. You must charge this thing on a daily basis, Mr. Alexander. If you don't charge it, the battery goes dead, then we will file a motion to revoke. Not a motion to revoke, but I'll revoke the bond. So as it stands now.
But wait. The situation gets even heavier. More history comes out. Allegations of past behavior, stealing a weapon, making threats before. And now the picture is bigger. This isn't just one incident. This might be a pattern. The victim, a 13-year-old kid living in fear, walking to school scared. That's serious. That's beyond mistakes. That's impact. And the court responds hard. Protective order, no contact, stay 200 feet away, GPS monitoring, every move tracked. Because at this point, it's not just about punishment, it's about protection.
I venture to guess that if you go over there as well, it's probably going to be even more bad blood. So
I don't have any.
perhaps you can find someone else, like another intermediary, that can go over there and try to get a bike back. But at this point, just don't have any contact with them. And when you come back, then we'll have you speak to someone. Okay? All right. I'm going to have you sign a Go ahead.
Want to do it today?
Correct. Yes. Mr. Alexander, I want you to either get a job or get into school full time. But when you have too much time on your hands, you become self-destructive. Your brain craves activity. It needs activity. And when you don't challenge yourself with either school or a job or anything, then bad things are they're just gonna come and happen. You have to occupy your life. You have to do something. Where we're headed now, you're going the opposite way of how you should be doing things. This is not a good way to start at 18. All right, please. Can you file a protective order, please, on the child? Thanks.
And finally, the closing phase. This is where decisions turn into consequences. The judge lays down strict conditions, no weapons, no contact, no second chances, drug tests now and again in 40 days. Fail again, you're done, bond revoked, jail time waiting. But at the same time, there's one last opportunity, school or work, structure or scoot, because an empty mind, that's where destruction begins. And the final message hits hard. You have to want it. Nobody can fix your life for you. Not your mother, not the court, not anyone. This is your fight, your future, your choice. And right now, everything depends on what happens next.
At the outset, Mr. Alexander, everything that I want for you, I want the best for you. Okay? At times, the conditions that I place on you, you may not like it. And that I'm okay with that. But what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to do the best thing for you. And what I think and I hope it is the best thing to achieve our goal, which is to make you a person that's an upstanding young man that's headed toward greatness. So he tested positive for what? Just marijuana? Okay, no more. You will be tested 40 days from today. If you continue to smoke marijuana, I'm going to revoke your bond. I will put you in jail. Do you understand? Yes or no? Okay, I want you to understand that you are also not allowed to use anything that has THC in it. No oils, gummies, vape pens. What else is there? I don't, CBD, nothing you're not allowed to use. Do you understand? Okay, Mom, what else should we do? School, work, what should we do? What do you think would be the best?
I encourage therapy all the time. I think the therapy.
Say it again?
Therapy, I think therapy is beneficial. We have a therapist.
Okay, I can make that a condition of his bond, that if he doesn't go to the therapist, then he can stay with us as well. You have to do your therapy as well. Mr. Alexander, what happens if you don't do your therapy? I want you to understand this one more thing. I want you to be nice to your mom. The conditions that I place on you now has nothing to do with your mother. If your mother tells me that you're disrespecting her or not being nice or not following her rules, you will stay with me. Do you understand, sir?
That's not an issue at all. My stepfather, he is respectful to me.
I hope so. I really do.
Yeah.
Do you think that we need to put a curfew on him?
I don't think he needs a curfew. I think he's good.
Okay. I want to do whatever you think is right. So if you need anything else in the future, if you want anything else, all you have to do is let Mr. Elick know, and then we can help you out with whatever. What about school or work now?
To the educational treatment center.
Okay.
He's on probation. He has a relationship with them.
Wait. Is he on probation now?
No, he's not on probation.
Okay.
He was in the GD program there.
Great.
He has a relationship with them.
Okay.
And so, the hardship is transportation. He was doing Z-Trip before for pickup and drop off. If we can make arrangements for him to participate in that program, he did exceptionally well there. They have familiarity with him and a relationship with him. Despite the charges, like I said, there's great extenuating circumstances, but he is quite intelligent. And he, there's a lot more to this story and his story than is shown in, the affidavit that is being presented to you. But AJ, I call him AJ Alvis, he has a lot going for him more than this statement shows. So if he has the right circumstances, I think that he'll do.
Mr. Alexander, why do you always look so upset? Sorry? When you smile and when you're nice to people, it goes a long way. It really, really does. When you meet with these people, they have your life in their hands. And if you go up there and you act aggressive or passive aggressive, you're not going to get what you want. But if you go in there, if you're nice, you crack a joke and make them smile and make them laugh, you can have them eating out of your hands. I feel like I'm talking to him, he's just not getting anything.
No, I think he hears you. I think that they're, like I said, the component of anxiety and depression.
Is he taking any medication?
He's not. Other than for he has physical conditions that he takes medication for.
Has he been diagnosed to take anything? Or no?
Excuse me, I'm sorry.
Has he been diagnosed or anything? I guess anything.
Yes, yes. He's also had 49 surgeries against him.
For what?
He has a rare incurable condition. There's a lot more to the story than you know.
No, I will help you as much as I can. I really do. And anything you need, he works with the Managers Assigned Council, so they have resources. All you have to do is ask, and we can give you whatever we have. We're prepared to give to you. And like I said,
start with making sure that he has transportation to get to the GED program.
we can look into that, certainly. Yeah.
From my home, that would definitely benefit. He has a desire, he just needs a path, and he needs to mitigate the depression.
You have to want it as well. AJ, if you don't want it, you'll end up nowhere, man. Okay. So we'll just reset your case now. We'll set you out 40 days. We'll have him come back at the next setting. He's going to test. I hope he tests negative, and we'll go from there. Anything in between, just let me know whatever you need. Mr. AJ, don't pick up any new cases, and don't be talking to the 13-year-old. That's all I'm asking you to do. No contact. Okay? Good luck.
Thank you.
Take care.
Okay.